Hey friends, so Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck might be heading for a split, but this time, it's not Ben's fault. Lately, fans have noticed J.Lo and Ben spending more time apart. Ben skipped the Met Gala on May 6th, where Jennifer was a co-chair. His official excuse was filming The Accountant 2, but sources from In Touch claim he's ready to end the marriage. He's focusing on his work and kids now, says the insider. Ben has already moved out, and they might have to sell their dream house. They'll always love each other, but she can't control him, and he can't change her. It was never going to last. A big issue for them has been their different approaches to fame. Jennifer loves the spotlight, while Ben prefers privacy. In her documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, Ben admitted, "When we got back together, I said I didn't want our relationship to be all over social media, but I realized that wasn't fair. It's like marrying a boat captain and not wanting the water. We're learning to compromise," Jennifer added. "I don't think Ben is comfortable with me doing this, but he doesn't want to stop me," with sources noting Ben would never stifle Jennifer's ambitions. Even if she can be quite controlling of him, finding a balance turned out to be harder than they thought. They waited nearly 2 decades to get back together, but in the end, they couldn't make it work, the insider explains. Despite saying they'd matured and learned from their mistakes, the same big issues remained. Ben and Jen first dated in the early 2000s, called off their 2003 wedding days before the event, and ended things in January 2004. They got back together in 2021 and tied the knot in July 2022. Here's what fans have to say.
Ben Affleck has reportedly blocked Jenny. There are reports all over the place now that he has already moved out of their house. She was seen house hunting without him yesterday. He did not go to the Met Gala with her. And a source says that she can't control him and he can't change her. Quote, "So it's over." They've been married for less than 2 years. I think, honestly, the thing that I am the most sorry about is that he had to be in that ridiculous documentary. Like, that's out there forever. Like, we already had Gigli. That's been out there forever. But now you're immortalized as the guy on the motorcycle who's, like, along for the ride with her. She's having a tough year, man. There's like all kinds of reports about how they are trying to get her, how Ticketmaster was trying to get her to cancel her show because of low ticket sales and she's refusing. This is going to be a public divorce. There is just no way that it isn't. They are apparently in couples therapy right now, which can do wonders for couples. Highly support all therapy things. But there's a quote saying Ben believes in therapy to a point, and he's willing to be a participant with an open mind, even though he hates the whole humiliating process.
Say what you want, I'm telling you, but there is truth to this. We've seen arguments on red carpets, her looking like she's scolding him in the audience of award shows, the cringeworthy movie, and the backlash it received, where Ben and his little pieces in the movie seemed like the only sanity, because he was the only level-headedness in that whole documentary about said movie. We can't forget about the mini breakdown he had at the Tom Brady roast. I feel like the media glanced over it and they kind of put it as he was speaking out against like internet trolls for Jen and all the backlash she got. I think it was something deeper. Jennifer and the way she publicly acts, her videos about her behavior, exposing her behavior notwithstanding, I think this is inevitable. I think this was a farce to begin with. I think she wanted a second romance, a second time, a second chance at love for the headlines. And for her, in a very selfish way. Jennifer, from her prime Jenny in the Block peak when they were first together, that's obviously a much different person from the icon that she is now. Problem is she treats her husband just like she treated that reporter that asked her who she was wearing at the Met Gala. Schiaparelli. And if she drives this man back to the bottle, I swear to God there's going to be a problem.
Jennifer Lopez truly cannot catch a break these days because it was just announced that her and Ben Affleck are rumored to be separated. This is coming off the heels of the news that her tour manager was actually trying to cancel her greatest hits tour due to abysmal ticket sales. It came out the other day that Live Nation and higher-ups there really went to J-Lo and her manager to see if she would consider canceling or postponing this tour due to really poor ticket sales. Like, I think now there are resale tickets going for like $10 to $20 for a lot of the cities besides opening and closing nights. And she already had to cancel like 4 city dates prior to this, and she rebranded her entire tour from just a new album tour to a greatest hits tour. People also noticed that Ben Affleck was absent from the Met Gala this year, where Jennifer Lopez was a co-chair, which is a really big position. And he said that his reasoning for not going was that he was filming The Accountant 2, but In Touch actually reported that he decided to call it quits on his marriage to the singer, and that's why he actually didn't go, which could explain why J-Lo was in a bad mood that night, as seen in a lot of paparazzi videos. But I feel bad because it feels like she really cannot catch a break right now.
Well, that was quick. Apparently, Ben and Jen are already on the outs again. After less than 2 years of marriage. At least that's the story according to In Touch, who have put together all the puzzle pieces. Throughout the couple's marriage, the signs became more obvious that something was seriously wrong, with Ben seeming to pull away as J-Lo became hungrier for attention after her 2024 album, This Is Me Now, flopped and her tour nearly got canceled due to poor ticket sales. These are the major signs that there was trouble in paradise. Unhappy honeymoon. J-Lo all smiles, Ben, not so much. But he's also a masshole and we don't really smile that much. So, I get it. Ben, not so happy about Jen oversharing about their wedding. I guess he's the more private side of Leo. How unhappy he appeared at the 2023 Grammys, literally becoming a meme. Her documentary all about their love story, in which he was quoted as saying, "Getting back together, I said, listen, one of the things I don't want is a relationship on social media. Then I sort of realized it's not fair to ask. It's sort of like you're gonna marry a boat captain and you go, well, I don't want the water. We're trying to learn to compromise." And even though Ben made it known that he was uncomfortable with this whole situation, J-Lo went through with it anyway. He doesn't want to stop me. Money issues, stemming from the underperformance of her album and ticket sales, on top of funding her documentaries herself. They haven't been spotted together since March. She went to the Met Gala alone, as well as house hunting. Why would somebody be buying a house when they just bought one? And this is why you don't get back with your ex, or date your own sign, especially when it's Leo.
What are you wearing tonight? Scaparella, my love.
Who you wearing tonight?
Scaparelli with your broke ass. Get that camera on my face.
Sorry.
The hell?